Let me help you back. Fucking go! Let's fucking go. Yeah! All righty, boys and girls. It is time for State of the Atmosphere. Tonight we look at Hollywood's future, along with the Sweeney Spot and everything else that we all come to learn and to know and love here on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard for State of the Atmosphere. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere. And as usual, I've got my co-pilot Knock with me. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. It's a quick week for me. I had first 2 days off, so today was my Monday, so it's gonna go by quick.
Really?
That's good.
I see. Well, it looks like some people are recovering from Veterans Day, I guess. I don't know. Jed's not with us, and John will be with us, but he's running late today. So it's good to see you guys. I guess we'll go ahead and start the show with the pop culture update, like we usually do. This weekend's box office was kind of null and void, really, when it comes to new movies, because Venom, The Last Dance, was the top movie at the box office this weekend. You had two new ones, Heretic and Best Christmas Pageant Ever. That's a scary title, unless you're a mother with girls in pageants or something. Anyway, Venom made 15 million, where the other two made 11 and 10 respectively. And then you had Wild Robots still making money, and a little bit of Halloween layover with Smile 2 making 5 million. So not much at the box office this weekend, but that'll heat up next weekend with Wicked coming out, and I think Gladiator 2's out that weekend too,
Yeah,
right?
Gladiator 2 and Wicked as well. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll have a bunch of stuff next weekend. So far this week, we've got some news on some other things. Anne Hathaway and Zendaya to star in Christopher Nolan's next film. Now, this one is being kept under wraps. It really is. I've only seen one source that said that it might be a 1920s vampire movie, but that source, from what I understand, is not that credible. So we really don't know what this one's going to be about. But it's the same one that her boyfriend Tom Holland's going to be in, and Matt Damon. So apparently he's putting together another all-star cast for his next flick. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge Nolan fan, so I'm looking forward to whatever he's going to do with those guys. Um,
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna have Tom Holland be a hero, and then the sarcastic feminist girlfriend will be there to
right? the,
appease the
the,
masses and be snarky and stuff like that. I'm assuming that'll be Anne Hathaway, right? Not
right, not Zendaya. No,
yeah,
no.
right.
No.
No.
She has got the glare down because she glares at everybody in every movie she's in. You
Yep.
know, she always plays some kind of activist or something like that, man. Even if, even in the musical she was in, the Hugh Jackman musical about P.T. Barnum. It was, what was the name of that movie? The Greatest Showman. Yeah, she was that person in that too. But it was race related in that one, or class related too. So, yeah. I guess they don't know another way to write her. I don't know. Or is she just, really good at doing that or something? I don't know. But anyway. Okay. Getting to one of the favorite subjects of our show.
What's up, Wolverine?
Star Wars is going to be having a writer working on the new trilogy, apparently. Wolverine up here. What's going on, man? Good to see you. How you doing, Wolverine? Um, yeah, man. And by the way, before we get any further in here, I I do have to say I'm not playing his video unless he shows up. But
Good.
our guy showed up 12 hours early this time. He's apparently
Yeah.
in Great Britain this weekend, and he chimed in. He said, even when I'm in London, I'm ahead of everybody else. He sent me some pictures.
Excuses.
Yeah, excuses. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to play his video unless he shows up. But let's see. He says recovering from food poisoning, almost back
Ooh.
to normal. Oh my God, Wolverine! I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Ew. If it was a national chain restaurant, let us know, please. Oh my God, yikes!
And
Let's do
was it
some
worth it?
public service announcement real quick here in the chat. Oh my God, I hate it for you, man. I've had a bad stomach because of that before, and that's not good. Let me see if I can pull these up real fast. Like he did. I'm pretty sure it's in my Facebook uh, Messenger. Let me see. Pretty sure it's in here. The pictures he sent from London. Um,
It's
and
cool, Joe. We'll wait. We'll just wait here and do
yeah,
nothing.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure you will. I got them right here. Yeah, here we go. Let me share this with you. Um, this one. Let's see. There should be a pig flying over it. This is from London. This morning apparently, or it says 11:32 a.m. today. And then he has another one here. Let me see. I'm not sure how to use this thing. I really. Oh, okay, got it. There it is. And then he sent these two. Um, that, of course, the telephone boxes. That's straight out of Doctor Who right there. But it's a police public call box. And then apparently, I'm not sure where he took this, but it says a Monty Python filmmaker lived here. And it says 1976 to 1987. Apparently, they lived there. So that's pretty cool stuff. He sent some good pictures. Oh yeah, and this is the hotel that Richard Burton stayed in the movie The Wild Geese. He knows that's one of my favorite movies, The Wild Geese. If you've never seen that, you need to put it on Knox list, man. It's good stuff. But thanks a lot for sending those, Tim. But if you don't show up, you're not getting your video, bro. You're just not going to get it. But anyway, back to the pop culture update. Kinberg is doing a Star Wars trilogy. Now, I thought they had enough on their plate without another trilogy. You know, um, if you read the article, though, this guy has done some of the better Star Wars properties that have been out there, and he says it's gonna be a new story. It's not gonna be a continuation of the Skywalker saga, which I'm pretty sure, Knock. I've heard you say before that that's what you want to see is something different, right? Um, so what do you think? You've researched this guy. Do you feel like he's capable of doing something decent with this property, or what?
Um. I mean, yeah. We'll see. As long as it's consistent. I mean, he did do. He was a producer in Logan.
Mm-hmm.
which was really good.
Yeah.
He's also in The Martian, produced the Martian, which was a pretty good. I think it was a good movie. I have only
Yeah.
watched
Matt
the
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, but he was also in the 2015 Fantastic Four and X-Men Dark Phoenix. So, there's ups and
That's
downs
scary.
here. Yeah. So I mean,
Bummer.
there's good and bad. So,
There's good and bad
um,
there. Yeah.
so I mean, as long as it's, but he was an executive producer on Deadpool and Wolverine. So,
Mm-hmm.
he's ending on a good note right now. He's got faith.
Right.
So
Right.
if he's working with Ryan Reynolds at all, then maybe some of that. Hopefully, uh, don't listen to Disney on anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Right.
that it rubbed off on him a little bit.
Well, that's what I think they need to, you know, um, when they did their best stuff, and I'm talking about Disney, they let creatives just do it and not get their hands in it. And I mean,
They need
that's
to go back to the roots. They
yeah,
need to go back to the roots of Star Wars. Stop trying to invent powers. Nobody wants new powers. Nobody
right.
at all wants new powers. Just
No,
we've seen because they're and one of the guys that I watch a lot. What he actually streams. Um, he tears the new movies apart, and
hmm
even the prequels, because one thing one thing he always brings up when he talks about the useless force powers in Star Wars in the movies,
right.
is you remember the beginning of Phantom Menace where
Uh-huh.
Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are in the hallway and they run away from the droidekas in the hallway
Yeah, and
and
they're like the
they super
Flash. They're
speed.
gone.
Yeah, they super speed. Never
Yeah,
use that again.
yeah.
And how does Qui Gon die in a long hallway where Obi Wan could have easily done the Flash and went and made it and got in the fight? So it it's, yeah, and I honestly I feel like there's reasons for that can be explained, but the fact that they weren't because the force is limited, right?
Right.
They did that to get out of a battle, whereas you wouldn't want to expend a whole lot of energy like that would take
hmm
when you're about to fight a Darth Lord, So
Right. Yeah.
it could kind of be explained away, but still, it's a power that you never see again in any other scenario. So let's hang on. Oh, you could bring someone back to life and give them your force powers. Like, guys, come on, stop just making shit up, just to
I
make it
just
look cool,
I
to
just
make it
want to
convenient
see
for the
a good
story.
drama, man, and that's what made the friggin' original trilogy good.
And some
You
good
had the
fights.
yeah, you had the original movie, which it's a space opera, it's a drama, and it has great characters, and the dogfight scenes at the end of it were the big highlight of that movie. Of course, it was something that we had never seen on screen before, but he definitely modeled it after World War II dogfight films and shit like that. It was pretty cool.
Mm.
Um, and then in the second one, they raised the stakes, right? The rebels started losing, and at the end of it, you didn't know what the hell was going to happen to these guys, right? There was consequences to what was going on and stuff. It was just a well written drama, man, and you know, I don't think we've had that since. I mean, the only
No, it's
one
just
out of all these
replications.
movies that they've made that I actually knew what was going to happen in the movie, but the only one that really enthralled me and made me enjoy it was the last of the prequels, The Revenge of the Jedi, or excuse me, the Revenge of the Sith. Um, I thought that one was great, but I knew what was going to happen in it. I mean, like you back then, I used to read everything, and I read all the synopsis that Lucas had laid out, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen on a volcanic planet, and uh, Anakin was going to get fucking burnt up. I knew all of this shit going into it, but it was just so great. I love of course, one of the big things with me is I want to see an entire fleet fighting another fleet, and that opening scene where we're in their solo ships flying through this huge fucking space battle. That was awesome. I dug every bit of that. But they need to get back to that, man. Just telling a great story. You don't have to add fucking force powers and shit. Just respect the lore and make a good story, and that's all I need to do. I'm with you on that. But let's hope this guy can do something good. And if it even comes to fruition, half the stuff they've been planning for Star Wars isn't happening. So, I mean, we've heard all kinds of stuff. So we'll see what happens with it. In other news, Freevee is getting shut down at Amazon. It consolidates the subscription and free content under Prime Video. So apparently, you're going to have Prime Video to see Freevee from now on. Their free streaming service, and that kind of sucks. A lot of these streaming services have a free service that you can get, like the example I always give people is Paramount. They have Pluto TV, if you know what that is. And they have all kinds of shows that are just streaming 24/7 on there. Like I go to sleep to Cops every night. It puts me right to sleep, and it's on Pluto TV. You know, the one that Rhonda watches on here, they have a Walking Dead Universe channel on Freevee, right? And of course, we're still going to be able to get it, right? Because we got Prime Video. My wife, she buys everything from Amazon. But if you don't have Amazon Prime, you're not going to get Freevee anymore. And it was their free streaming service. So I don't know if that's a good move by them. What do you think, man? Have you ever dabbled in that one?
No, because it has commercials.
Because it has commercials, and you just can't stand commercials, huh?
Nope.
I hear you. So on the streaming sites that you do use, you pay extra for the no commercial package on it?
Correct.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hey, you pay for what you want. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't pay for no commercials. I don't do that. But yeah, I can understand why. The commercials that are on these, they're not on for very long. But yeah, I understand it. I think it's a bad move. I think it's free advertising for them. Like, for instance, on Paramount Plus, when the premiere episode of Yellowstone came on Paramount Network Sunday night, leading up to it, they had an entire marathon of the entire series on one of the channels on Pluto TV to get people ready for it, So I think they're just messing up, getting rid of them. And to your point, it has ads. So people that can't pay for those things will want to watch those. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jed? What's happening, man?
What's up, dude?
Not much, dude. I was wondering if you're going to make it. I told everybody you had a hangover from, what was it? Veterans Day. I said you had a Veterans Day hangover. That's what
yeah.
But anyway, Freevee is going to Prime Video for good. You're not going to be able to watch that anymore. So,
because
like I said, I think it's a bad move.
Amazon's idiots anyway. So
yeah, I know. But you better hope they have another fallout. Because
because
we got a story on some things coming up, so don't blurt anything
own
out.
Twitch too, so they're probably going to get rid of Twitch too.
Oh God,
yeah.
Twitch. Well, if you know what, if they got rid
make
of
no money from it, so
they make no money
from it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so next up, if I can get this to close, there we go. For your girlfriends, Bridget Jones' "Mad About the Boy" trailer is out. I'm not going to show it. Don't worry. We got enough trailers to watch today.
Oh, thank goodness.
But Renee Zellweger falls for Leo Woodall in final installment of rom-com franchise. So your girlfriends will want to drag you to the theater for this one.
Isn't this about 20 years too bloody late?
Right, it's really late. I mean, they were doing these in the aughts, right?
The last movie was in 2000 something?
Yeah, it was in the
aughts. Are they playing 20-year-olds? Like, is that
right?
what they're trying to do? Like,
no, because she's like in her.
Yeah, can you believe those last two movies 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And she's not going to look anything like the other character.
Yeah, let me look.
Because she's definitely had some plastic surgery, even though she says. She swore up and down she hadn't, but bullshit. Yeah. She looks nothing like the girl from Jerry Maguire. I'm sorry, she
looked like she had Down syndrome now. She had so much plastic surgery. Okay.
Knock. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying. Even Ariana Grande's had a few fillers.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, yeah.
It came out in 2001.
By the way, I just watched. I got to tell you guys this. I finally watched the J-Law movie, No Hard Feelings, where she gets in the fist fight nude on the fucking beach over the clothes. it's not a bad movie, but boy, she's got some work done. Wow, is her face puffed up from fucking Botox in that fucking
So
I was like, whoa, what?
Joe, that first one came out in 2001. Second one came out in 2004.
And now we get the third one in 2025.
No, wait. There's one more. 2016. And then now we have, and she's playing a 32-year-old now.
Yikes. Scary.
Yeah.
Scary. Yep. Okay, let's see what's next. Denzel Washington says that Black Panther 3 will be one of his last movies before he retires. And I do remember him saying this Chadwick Boseman once declared there's no Black Panther without Denzel.
Well, there's two of them, but okay.
Yeah, there's two of them, so yeah. They're just going to replace Black Panther anyway. So,
well, this is the deal. They're writing a part just for him in it. So,
dude, what if they make Denzel Black Panther?
No, but you know what I want to see. I want him to do like that uncle figure, and mentor that the young Black Panther, that kid.
That would be cool. That would be cool. I mean, that would be a payoff for that final scene in the last one that was god awful.
Let him be the teacher.
Wait. What if Denzel just goes full on evil and like in Training Day? That'd be awesome.
No, they can't do that on Marvel.
No, they can't do that.
They can't go that hard.
But in more news from Marvel, this is news they don't want out there. Captain America: Brave New World, Julius, I think it's pronounced Ona, reportedly replaced as director for reshoots. They're reshooting stuff for this movie.
They're reshooting the reshoots.
They're reshooting the reshoots. Yes.
This movie is not going to do well.
No, they've put way too. This may end up being the most expensive bomb they ever have. It may be. Good to see you, Martin. And he says, "Hello, Joe." That's to be said in. That is to be said in Droopy Dog's voice. So I will say back to him, "Hello, Martin," because I can do an entire show talking like.
Yeah, reportedly they brought the executives brought Julius in and said, "Oh, no, you're not a part of this anymore."
Yeah. That's
that go over. Okay.
Yeah, and he's.
I was playing off his name.
Yeah, exactly. No.
He's not Captain America.
No.
That's
no.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Well, this has been now. I gotta be fair and balanced here. This has been debunked by comicbookmovie.com. I think is who it is. Tom and them were talking about it on a Midnight's Edge, but they seem to think that where there's smoke, there's fire.
Because, there's so much fire on that movie.
Yeah. So
it's
maybe
like an inferno.
Maybe his name's still going to be on it, but he's just not doing the reshoots. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but there's a lot. There seems to be. You can research it yourself, but there's a lot of articles out there saying that he has been replaced for the reshoots.
Well, they first did the first cut of the film. Everybody hated it. They've gone on to the second cut of the film. Everybody hated it.
And they reshot the whole thing.
Yeah, for a third time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Nobody likes this movie.
Yeah, well, nobody likes the idea of it.
Yeah.
It basically is what it is. Now, I tell you, I just think they've made bad moves when it comes to this movie. Not just the reshoots and stuff, but casting Harrison Ford as... okay, we had the original... Thunderbolt Ross pass away, and then you're going to get somebody older than that guy was when he passed away to play him.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what
really sound strategy. I don't get it, man. If you're going to have
a
character that's going to continue in the story, get somebody middle aged to play the dude. You know what I'm saying?
They could have
like
got
Tom Holland.
Yeah,
get Tom Holland. He can play anything. Yeah, get Tom Holland. Knox Hero. Get Knox Hero to play. I mean, come on, give me a break. Okay. I think you two will get a kick out of this. I saw this today looking for some video game news because I don't think we're doing enough of that here lately, but there hasn't been much because
it's just Dragon Age shit in the bed.
But this looked pretty nifty to me. Let me do my magic here. where I can get it going real fast. Actually, I'm not going to use the thing, but I'm going to go ahead and use the speed mode and all that good stuff real quick. And we'll just have to pause it here and there. But I want to see you guys' opinion to this, because it's got a bunch of video games in it that I've never seen before. It's something from I believe this is. Hang on one second. Let me get back here to the article. I'll show you the article first. It's called multiple video games are brought to life in the trailer for the new anthology series Secret Level. Tim Miller executive produces an all-star cast in an ambitious attempt to adapt a number of video games into a series. Okay. And I believe this is going to be on Amazon. I think, it's going to be coming on Prime Video. You guys check this out. Hang on. Let me get it up here and get the speed right, and we'll check it out. Check this out. So you guys tell me when you recognize something in this.
It's that person who did those things. That's still me. Now that's who I fight. Every hour, every day.
Nothing yet? You don't recognize anything in this yet?
Yeah, I'm just...
Maybe? Okay.
I do. I'm just not too hyped up about it.
Really? Okay. Well, let's check it out.
I don't always win.
How much would you
series?
How hard would you fight?
Now that looks like Warhammer to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
How many lives would you give just to discover what you're capable of?
That's Abe's.
What'd you say, buddy?
That was Abe's Odyssey right there. There's a bunch of them.
All right.
Every moment leads to the next. Every cause and every effect.
Oh, Concord's in there.
What is it now?
Concord is in there.
Concord's in here? Oh my god.
Yes, fuck that movie right away.
I wonder how that's going to go over.
That's impossible. Doesn't matter what I made you for.
Nah, you're reading too much into it, Martin.
This is what you were meant for. Conquest awaits.
What were you saying, Knock?
Just remarking, replying to Martin.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hate, love, and death and robots, or whatever the name of anti-human, anti-men, anti-soldier propaganda. Oh, okay.
Are we getting an echo here?
Shouldn't be getting an echo. Let's see. You trash talked Dragon Age, Jed Rivenwolf. Now you have to pull a barv. What does that mean?
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, come on. You don't know what a barv is?
No.
So Joe, what a barb is, oh god, this is so good. So a barb is when you say when you call someone the wrong identity, and so we don't have time for heartfelt apologies and stuff like that. So whenever you do that, you need to do 10 push-ups. That way you'll remember it, and we call it.
Oh god, that's from that new fucking game. Okay.
It's pulling a barb. Yeah.
No
you
thanks.
have to pull a barb. That's
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Is that the character's name or something? Oh, good lord, that's crazy. All right, let's get back to this. Let's see what else they have. See if there's anything interesting here. The animation looks cool to me. Especially, what's the name of that game right there? Samurai?
That's Sifu. That's Sifu.
Sifu. Did you see how many people are in this? Lending their voices.
Haven't heard any real talking in it, but yeah, okay.
No, but they're really showing you the animation of the games in this thing. But yeah, that looks interesting.
I can hold it back on my own.
But you're not on your own.
That Warhammer shit and the Dungeons and Dragons shit looks the best to me.
Moments, beauty, and even all those painful deaths.
That looks pretty cool. I don't know. Some of it looks cool,
A
but
new
I doubt I'll watch the Condor stuff. But
just for you.
December 10th.
Outer
Okay.
Worlds 2, that's interesting as well.
What's that?
Outer Worlds 2,
Outer Worlds 2.
which
What
kind
is
of
that?
weird.
Yeah, dude. So
Okay.
I don't think.
Outer Worlds is from the creators of Fallout New Vegas. It was their attempt to get back into the RPG world.
Yeah,
Not a bad game. It was just very short.
I hear you.
Hey, I muted my mic and I'm hearing echoes.
I'm sorry to hear that. We're not hearing any echo on our
I'm not
end
hearing any echo
at all. Who's doing the show? Because it can't be.
I'll be right back.
cheap. Okay.
It's
It can't
Amazon.
be cheap with all the IPs. It's Amazon, buddy. Soul
Yeah.
Assassin, it's good to see you. It's Amazon that's doing that.
They have plenty of money.
Yes. And Martin says he hears the echo. Do you hear it now that Jed's gone? Do you hear it now that he's gone? Tell me that, Big Daddy. Did you hear it earlier? I mean, tell us all about this echo. Okay, so that's it for that. I just wanted to see, because the only thing I recognized in there was the Dungeons and Dragons and the Warhammer stuff. And I knew about the martial arts game called Sifu, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Yeah, Sifu is a pretty popular little fighting game. You basically the premise is, if I remember correctly, is if you lose a fight, you get older.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So instead of just running out of lives or whatever, your life runs out. Basically, your life force.
Yeah, I
out.
heard that makes it hard to play. If you're not good at video games, you better not play it. Is what I heard.
No, it's like I don't want to say Dark Souls, but it's like that level of difficulty where it's supposed to be hard. But I don't know if it's as hard as I would say Dark Souls is.
Martin says Sifu is great. Also, Soul Assassin is here, and our good friend, the Penguin, Lennox. It's Jeff. He's on a different account right now, though. That's Jeff.
yeah.
Pearson. Good to see you. Everyone bows down to Shaq Fu. Yes, they do. They have to, because he's taller than everybody. Don't you know? But that's not the
What's
only
it called
thing.
again?
It's called. I think it's called. Okay, now I done got rid of it. So
That
You're the one that showed it. I figured you'd remember the name of it.
well, just let me
Goon.
get back. Okay, maybe you haven't heard. I'm damn near 60. I forget things quick. It's something level. I can't remember.
You can only secret level. Okay,
secret level. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Well,
Secret
apparently
tunnel.
that's not the only video game property that Amazon's got.
Pac-Man was
hands
in there,
on.
by the way.
yeah.
Oh, Unreal Tournament. Okay, that was in there too.
Amazon announces its next video game to movie adaptation. It's
Fuck
going to
my
be
life.
Mass Effect. Why are you saying "fuck my life"? You didn't like
hate on
Fallout, man?
everything. Man, you gotta hate on everything.
He
No,
does.
can't just have
because
any-
Amazon likes adding woke shit in everything they do.
Okay. Did Fallout have a ton of woke shit in it?
They had a bit in there. They
Yeah?
always have to have like a 10%.
Would you like me to go back and show you the episodes where you liked Fallout?
Yes, I did like Fallout, but Soul's even saying they're gonna fuck it up. And it depends on who the director
All we're saying is give it a chance before you go into it with negative activity.
But to be clear, hang on. Let's be fair here. Doc, we were talking pre-show, and you had reservations about it. Tell them what those.
Well, I was curious on what exactly they're going to tell the story. Is it going to be Shepard from the first game, or is it going to be Andromeda, where they have a completely different story? I feel like the lore is. It depends on how they fuck up the lore, right?
Yeah.
Fallout had great lore, and they stuck with it for the most part. There was a few tweaks, but for the most part, they stuck with it. Now, what are they going to do here? It all depends on when the story takes place, how it takes place, and does it have anything to do with any of the games at all?
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then they can come up with their own story, and that's fine. But if they're going to make it based off the original games, that's where they're like stuck, right? So that when you have to tell a certain story, you're stuck in a box, and you can't move, because if you do, you'll piss off everybody. So I'm hoping that they'll just do a new setting, new characters, all that stuff. Maybe have some recurring characters depending on the timeline, but that the fan favorites, but make a new story. So we'll see. And the world's big enough. The world's big enough. It's Star Wars. The world's big enough to have.
They put out
there's
more
a million
shit.
different species. There's a ton of species. I'd like to see a trip to the Citadel. That scene of flying into the Citadel is pretty freaking iconic for the first time. So there's a lot of cool shit they could do here. It just depends. It depends on the story. Yeah. The human Turian War would be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty cool.
They should do the first contact too. So
yeah, so there's potential. It just depends, in my opinion.
First contact never got shown. That would be a perfect thing of where they find out the Citadel and everything else. That would be perfect because that's lore in the backstory.
Yeah, that's lore you haven't seen on the video game screen yet, right?
Yeah, you haven't seen it on video game screen.
What I'm hoping is it's not like one of the books that they have out where it's just about some chick in a lab, and that's all we deal with for 10 episodes. Is in the lab being worked upon as a science experience because she has mystical powers, and then she breaks out and then she befriends other 11-year-olds.
It's true.
I'm going Stranger Things on here, but that's what I'm hoping it's not. Like it's an enclosed, they're using the Mass Effect name alone and creating some weird story that doesn't evolve the story at all. That would kind of suck. It'd be a waste of.
I've played the first chapter of it.
Yeah.
Now, would you be cool with it being Shepard at the beginning of it?
Well, that's the thing.
They're going to do FemShep.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is it's tough because once you do that, you have to choose the route of either you'll have to make decisions and basically make them lore, in a way. So because you either add to it or you change it, right? And so and then you're stuck in a box, right? Because if you're going to do Shepard, you have to do his story. Now if it's pre-games. That might be okay. There is some mysterious. I don't think there's enough there for us to be interested. But again, you can't do it after the games, right? You can't do after the games. That's just stupid. No. There's no point in doing a show about after the games, right? Because there's a big mystery about what actually happened or what is actual lore for him, and it depends on your ending as well. So,
do you know where we're at, John? Do you have an opinion on this?
I assume you're talking about Mass Effect.
Mass Effect's on Prime. The series, next.
I'm hoping. I'm just hoping for original story. I think it would be a mistake to do a Shepard story.
Yeah. And Martin agrees with you. He says, "No, leave Shepard out of it."
They're going to do a female.
Says, hang on, let me read this. Soul Assassin says, "First Contact would have been a great game series, or Morden, aka Jed, as Mass Effect. You, my boy, Morden." So what were you going to say there, Jed? What were you going to say, bud?
I guarantee you they're going to have a female lead.
And that's fine. That's fine. It'd be okay.
You don't understand. I'm sick of all the fucking give us some macho motherfuckers to beat some ass nowadays.
What, is that what you like, Jed? You like macho man?
No, I'm sick of seeing the female perspective.
You like the biceps?
Give us dude. And if they're going to do it, they're going to do redhead female.
Hey, I want to see more of Ella Purnell. So I'm fine with a female lead. Hell, put Sydney Sweeney in there. You can make her Shepard. That would be fine with me.
John, what do you think of all this? What do you think?
I'm going to be reserve judgment until it actually comes to actually comes out, or start shooting it.
There's nothing wrong with a female Shepard. It literally gives you that choice at the beginning of the game. Just like
FemShep's canon.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I'm looking forward to it until it's proven it's bad property because Look,
Yeah.
I had no opinion on Fallout. I've never played that game, but I loved that TV show. I thought it was fantastic. You know, I love
Yeah.
the Ghoul. He was my favorite guy on it. I thought he was great.
And why did we love it, Joe? Because it stuck to the lore for the
Yeah,
most part.
yeah. I mean,
So
like you
can they
guys
do that
said, it had
here?
a few
That's
tweaks, but you know, it was a good show overall.
nothing that was really lore breaking. It was.
Mhm.
I think the biggest one for me was the whole the ghouls needing drugs to stay sane.
Yeah, that's
Or whatever. That was a
nowhere.
new one. That wasn't anywhere in the games for sure. Because
Yeah.
the radiation is one that kept them alive for so long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the need for drug wasn't a thing. So that's what I'm referring to. But that's not like it's not breaking the show in any kind of way or the games really. It's just something that could have been in the background that we just never knew about more than anything else.
I think they would be better served to do a side story
in that universe.
In that universe, but have maybe guest appearances.
This is what I said. You know, if they like do like doesn't Fear the Walking Dead have some characters that come in from both shows?
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever?
Morgan's in it. Dwight shows up in it.
I feel like you can easily do that.
And they
especially
made
when-
some great. Let me tell you something. They made some great characters. Well, I know one for sure. I call him Gunslinger Gump, but they had another cop character that what was his name? Good Lord, I can't remember his name to save my life now, but he was the best thing on Fear the Walking Dead. Remember the cowboy? The guy that could blow a gnat's ass off a bull from 100 yards with his pistol? He was a trick shooter at fucking rodeos and shit before the fall. And he was really good with a fucking gun. He walked around like a cowboy. He had a cowboy hat. John something.
But Joe,
well, by the end of season 6, they were all gunslingers. None of them could miss a headshot, apparently.
Right.
But I have to want to point out something. That's AMC that has a good
I
pedigree.
understand. Yeah.
We're talking about Amazon, which got lucky with Fallout because they actually had the people that created Fallout help run the show.
I believe it's supposed to be. You can read the article itself. I got it from. Oh God!
I agree with Soul. We were all happy we got a Halo series till Amazon. Was it Amazon that put it out? Or
no, that was Paramount Plus, Bubba.
Okay, so Paramount until Paramount fucked it up hardcore, right?
Tom Holland is Krogan.
Yeah,
but yeah, but with Halo,
shortest Krogan ever.
Well, again, our argument's kind of made for us because Halo had basically nothing to do with the games at all. Like none of the lore was anywhere near what was in the games or the books. So
my stepson David, who's a big Halo fan, said this isn't Halo. This is Halo fan fiction.
Trash.
No, as soon as they had his helmet off for more than 10 minutes, like you knew it was fake because
Let's see. My counter argument: Halo. We were all happy when they announced the Halo show, then went to shit. That could be anything, though. I mean,
this is what it's going to boil down to. If they stick to the lore of the universe, it'll be fine. If
the overall lore,
not specific stories. You know, just you've got like the backstories for all the races and stuff. As long as you keep all that stuff, it'll be fine.
Martin
go off
says
the reservation. They go off the reservation, then it's going to be Halo.
Yeah, boy, what they did to Master Chief in that show was horrible. It really was. But
I didn't have a dog in that fight. I just think it was a badly written show.
Look, my kids love Halo, and they were disappointed in it heavily. Yeah, they were big time.
Well, look, I mean, you have Mass Effect. Okay, what was all premised on, right? The humans found technology that propelled their technology by hundreds and thousands of years, right?
Yeah.
What if they did that and are like, oh, this ultimate being, this person of color came in and they were the one that gave us all the secrets?
See, that would be
changing the lore, like just you'd be changing why this whole entire universe or why humans were the whole reason we went into that. I'm just saying, like, there's things that they could do to fuck it up to just mess with the lore, and that would just piss people off. That's all I'm saying.
A Soul Assassin. I'm pretty sure that's what Knock was saying. Sydney Sweeney needed to be in there for. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
No, he said Shepard, didn't he? Yeah. So
as Shepard, yeah, that's fine.
She could be a hot Asari though. Yeah.
I don't think there's such a thing. Yeah, I was going to say that, Martine.
All Asaris are hot.
They are meant to. They are bred that way.
Asaris are meant to take on the version of whatever that species thinks is hot. mention it in Mass Effect 3
Yeah.
when they're at the station. They take on the appearance of whatever you like the most that you think is hot.
Sweeney for Miranda. Jack was my girl.
Oh, Miranda.
Oh,
Right.
I will go Sweeney for Miranda. Yeah.
Bad Ted. Bad.
Dude, it's lore, Martin. Go to the thing in Mass Effect 3, and there's a whole conversation of them having, well, don't you see the Asari over there? One says they see a redhead, one sees they see a Krogan, one sees they see something else. It's a whole conversation that's taking place in the space station that everybody goes to.
See, I knew when I did some video game stories, this was going to go on for a while. I've already dumped the 2 trailers we were going.
By the way, the Asari,
which 2
Asari can reproduce with any species.
Yeah, they can. Asaris can reproduce with any species.
When the goons are done doing their lore battle, I'll tell you. It was listen to me. You got me saying mass. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, and
which I haven't watched yet.
And the one for I've already dumped them. We ain't got time to watch them now. The other one was what is it you gave me, Knock? The Jack Black Satan. It's called Dear Santa.
No, it's terrible.
And the kid spells it wrong and calls Satan.
I'm sorry, it looked funny. I know Jed's not going to care for it because of who's in it, but I'm
that
separating
motherfucker.
the
I have the same thing attitude as Jeremy. It's just putting Satan in at Christmas. Fuck them.
La la la. I'm not.
I will say this: out of the trailers we got out of D23, I actually am looking forward to the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Thunderbolts looks like it's going to be okay. It looks like it's going to be okay.
It's got that Guardian of the Galaxy kind of feel to it.
It does. It does. I've said that a couple of times. We were talking earlier because Captain America's director has been cut out of the reshoots. He's not doing them. Somebody else is doing them. They just don't know if they're dropping his name from the movie or not yet. Yeah. But they're doing reshoots again, John.
For the third time, John.
I mean, it's going to be the biggest loss of any movie they've ever done.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
They've already passed fashion.
But yeah, I'm with you. Thunderbolts looks like it might be a damn good movie.
Looks fun.
Let's see. The Asari are all female and can mate with any race, but only produce Asari with same traits of the father.
Some traits.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna get off of this now. I just want to let you know that Prime was doing Mass Effect. So there you go. Okay, the next story.
Cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. Yes, we want to stay optimistic.
When I see the trailer, I'm just okay.
If you don't trust it, Jed, we get that. But wouldn't you like to see a good Mass Effect?
Fallout was the rare coincidence that Amazon put something out. Look what they did to Rings of Power.
I don't even want to talk about Rings of Power.
Let's move on.
We're moving on now.
We're going in circles now.
Yeah, we're going in circles now. Okay. This is one of the funniest stories I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, we were talking about this
dolls pulled from stores after porn site packaging misprint. Boys and girls.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of this as well. Anybody that has used the hub knows what Wicked is. Okay?
I actually...
Didn't Jameson mean anything to anybody?
I actually know a few porn stars from the Wicked offsite that I've talked to.
Anyway, these goons didn't put wickedmovie.com on there. They put wicked.com on the packaging. And from what I understand, on some of the stuff on the inside of the packaging. So
in the instructions,
they're going to have to spend a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money to redo all this shit.
And you know what's crazy? It's going to make it... what's funny is it's going to make that doll worth so much more money because it's going to be a collector's item.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they're going. They're going. The ones that have been bought, okay, are go look them up on eBay. They're going for a lot of money.
I have a
because
theory.
Of that being on there. Yes,
I have a theory that they did this on purpose because they knew they couldn't get rid of the dolls.
Well, we were talking about this earlier. You know, any any press is even bad press is
yeah.
good press,
So
right?
I want to point this out, and Clownfish TV point this out too. It took people a month to figure out. They were out for a month before anybody figured out that the Wicked doc. What does that tell you?
Well, according to Martin, it says that's what happens when employees are only paying attention to their social media feeds during a job. I'm hoping it was a disgruntled employee getting back at society. Those dolls are selling for hundreds on eBay.
I bet you there was like an assistant out there that was like, we should probably take a look at this. And like, and it was probably like some woman, that was very smart and was like, hey, sir, we need to fix it. And it was like the misogynist, guys like, piss off. It's fine. Print it now. And that's the story. I think that'd be pretty funny. It was like, okay. No, it was sad, but they didn't listen.
They're going to reach the moon.
Oh, you mean like the Dogecoin right now?
Oh my God, man, that's too funny. Oh, let's see. Next up,
before we get too far, Joe.
We've got Cope articles here, boys and girls.
Yeah, that was
Jamie Lee Curtis, one of my favorite people. What is it with my favorite people turn into assholes when they get?
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis quits X. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. That is addict talk right there, boys and girls. If you don't know that. Let's see. Bjorn says it was people working third shift on a Friday.
Yeah, it was. Hey, Bjorn, what's up?
I want to. You know what I want to see? I want to see a video of someone trying to get the Ariana Grande and what's her face to sign that doll.
Right?
I think that would make it worth a lot more.
Right?
That'd be nuts.
It would be. Oh my God, that would be awesome. But oh dude, I don't have that video on here. You got to be kidding. Oh yes, I do. I've only got one thing to tell Jamie Lee Curtis.
Let me help you back.
To get off.
I saw you play that in the intro. I was like, I know what he's talking about.
Well,
one, that's Jim Carrey, and it's a hilarious movie. But
the talking head known as Don Lemon has also left X.
Has he? No. Yeah. Well, you know who else has left X? The Guardian. The Guardian has left X.
Yeah.
The Guardian has decided it's a toxic media platform, and they're not going to post on there anymore. This is a liberal platform, boys and girls. We all know this, and it's based out of London. The Guardian is.
Yeah.
So, just let you know, you're not losing an American source for news here.
Yeah. You know they're all going over to that Blue Sky alternative where it's far leaning left.
Well, hey. Yeah. If they want to talk in an echo chamber, they're not going to win any new fans now, are they?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's gonna and Blue Sky will collapse, and
Blue Sky's gonna collapse at some point
because we all know that the liberal folks don't spend money. So hey, when they start charging for stuff. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this one because I don't like giving this girl the time of day, but she's part of the meltdown too. Snow White star Rachel Zegler blasts Donald Trump and his supporters. Snow White star Rachel Zegler took to Instagram to blast Donald Trump and his supporters following Trump's recent election win.
I'd like to point out that what she said was worse than anything Gina Carano ever said.
Yep.
Got fired, and she's going to get a pass.
Yep.
You guys, I mean, you can go look at this yourself, but I read just one part of it and just tuned out because here's the problem, man. One of the toughest things Donald Trump's going to have to do, and I don't know if it's possible, is to bring people together during his presidency. And it's just going to be tough to do, especially with people that talk like this. They deal in such extremes. It's not even funny. I just don't understand it, but hey, if you guys want to say some of the stuff she said in here, go for it. But
in a shout
you can go read it yourself.
One of my favorite things is when they mention all the people that woke up in fear. Like, really?
Right.
Literally nothing's going to happen to you. No one's going to break down your doors and start shaving your head, which they, you know what's funny? That might have been another one we forgot to mention there, Joe. I don't know if you have anything on it, but the whole B4 movement where they're shaving their heads to make themselves ugly for to not be men.
I've seen
And then
it.
you have like,
I don't want to lean this towards this is why I didn't even fucking want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about pop culture and the stuff we did. Yeah. That's what I want to talk about.
Well, no. My thing was that it was just it was the cancer victims. They were the ones that are like, so you're trying to do this to make yourself ugly?
Yeah.
So you're calling me ugly?
So you're calling me ugly, right? Yeah.
And
that's all I wanted to say about it.
Yeah. So
they're just like, they're over emotional, and it's just I don't get it.
And I want to give a shout out to Steph because you had her post up, My Nerdy Home. You had her post up over there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. Just keep letting her talk. She's making a case for Gina. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one thing I will say about this. Don't impede what she's saying. Turn the light on the cockroach and watch it.
They're giving Gina and Elon so much material to just use for Gina. It's not funny.
What do you think the chances are that they try and hire her back?
Oh, I did a post the other day. I said Elon should buy Disney and put Gina in charge of Disney.
You want to see the ultimate cope, though? The Hollywood Reporter has an entire article about Trump wanting to deregulate. And don't you love this picture?
Yeah, I love
all the guys with antennas for swords, right?
Yeah.
Trump may usher in massive TV station land grab, and they're talking about deregulation and how the big media moguls will scoop up local stations so they can put out whatever they want.
And Trump may go to Burger King. You know,
he might go to Burger King.
Trump may go to the moon. You know, Trump may do a lot of things. Just because you put "may" in front of it doesn't mean
these
it's
people
newsworthy.
act like he was never president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They're saying
people act like he was never president.
World War III, you know, you had even South Park was like Butters was running around. Oh my God, he keeps tweeting. And nothing happened.
Yep. Just keep letting her talk. She's making Gina's case. I already read that. Everyone that works at Disney that openly tweets anything far left is giving them ammunition for their case. Yep, that's for sure. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Well, boys and girls, now that we're done with that part of the show that I really didn't want to talk about, it's time to get into some stuff that we dig, like
Martin, did I miss something?
They were announced for I think Matt Gaetz was Attorney General or something like that. And
there's a bunch of them. I'm not going to talk about them here.
Yeah, that's a Monday night thing.
That's a Monday night thing with me and my brother. You want to get hooked up on that? I will have the rundown of the roster, boys and girls. But one thing I do find funny, this misogynist son of a bitch, he sure seems to be hiring a lot of females for his cabinet, doesn't he?
Yeah, including the first,
including the first female chief of staff. So keep reading, boys and girls. Keep reading. Yeah, let's get into something we dig, like the show's girlfriend.
Yeah.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that...
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney,
to see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
That's right. The Sweeney Spot. What's up? First one comes from Jed tonight via X. He put this,
he
put this up. Pretty funny, man. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I love Sydney. Me too. And a couple of different Sydneys. But Knock did note that. What's the name of the show she was in?
I think it was Anyone But You. I think
Anyone But You.
It was Sydney and Sydney. What's up?
Yeah, the final scene was her in Sydney.
it's literally a good movie. Has great comedy, great pace, great.
Yeah,
it's a run of the mill. There's nothing special about it. But
look,
if you like the actor and actress, watch it.
Look, what's been going on since I'm pretty sure Jed always puts the date at about 2013.
Yeah.
Since then, comedy's been kind of hard.
I would say 2016
canceled. You know what I'm saying?
2016 was the year.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that one was great. We also have this story from the news. We got Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney series gets major update. The Euphoria.
Can you take Zendaya out, please?
Pushes forward despite challenges. Apparently, they're going to start in early 2025 doing production on the show. So apparently, all and they do say the line of things that back this show up. It was renewed for a third season in February 2022 and initially planned to start filming in 2024. However, production faced delays due to the writers and actors strikes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember on this show, I said back then, this is the stupidest time to do this right after COVID. This is the worst time. You guys should not be, I don't know if I told you guys, but when I met the governor at the Comic-Con this year, this in August, one of the things he said, he's like, I wasn't hurting for work at all over in Britain. He said, that was really crazy. These guys going on strike over here in the States. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said that's the worst timing in the world. But yeah, that's why it's been so long. But apparently we're going to get a season 3 out of Euphoria. Oh, you mean this picture here? Is that what you're looking for, bro? You talk about this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I checked that Instagram, baby. You know I checked that Instagram.
Hey,
these
Tim.
pictures are from Vanity Fair's 31st Hollywood edition.
Yeah.
And you see that they've got some really great looking people on this thing, but there's
I hate how they
right
don't
there.
have her on the front.
Yeah, well, they don't want her on the front. You know why they don't want her on the front? Because she's not like this chick pushing eating bugs, and she's not like this chick just protesting in every movie. I mean, we know why she's not on the front, okay?
Yeah.
Because of the sweatshirt that said, "Excuse me for having a great rack," or whatever the fuck that thing said. She's
gotta put
That's
her
why
over
they
to
don't
the
want her on
side.
there. Yeah. So, and something we're going to talk about tonight later on. I do want to give you a little preview before we get out of here tonight. We're going to talk about what's going on in Hollywood. Go to Vanity Fair and check this out because it's got some great things. I just got more points for why I like this guy right here. The title of his Q&A says, Glenn Powell's secret, I try to think audience first rather than me first.
And he helped do the movie too. It was Sydney and him that were...
And they do interviews with all these folks and Sydney. They do one with her. And she says in the title of hers, it says, on producing and misconceptions, I don't get to control my image, she says. I find that hard to believe, but I'm going to have to read that article just to see what she's talking about. But this is in Vanity Fair. It's their 31st annual Hollywood issue. So,
Zendaya, no tit having ass,
This quote from that article says, this entire industry, all people say is women empowering other women. None of it's happening. All of it's fake and in front of all the other shit that they say behind everyone's back.
Wow. She said that? Nice. Yep. Nice. See, she just gains more points with me every time I turn around. Dude, did you see the announcement of Matt Gaze and Tulsi Gabbard? Yeah. We're not talking about that today. Snyderception.
Sydneyception. God, read it right.
Sydneyception. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Snyder, man.
Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. Sydneyception. Gotcha. Let's see. It's necessary to take her out. Just put Sid's in the same shot and nobody will even notice Zendaya. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to do. They're in the same
I know.
or the rest of the world for that matter. Yeah.
Hey, Tim.
Good to see you there, Tim Hayes. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming over, brother.
Yeah, I don't believe that headline either. She's absolutely in control of her PR. I think she is too.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna have a little meeting of the I think you guys may remember the Mojo Dojo Casa House production team. We're going to talk later on after we get Knox reviews on the movies he watched. We're going to see how we can't fix Hollywood, man. And I know what I'm going to say right off the bat, but I saw that reviewer that Knock can't stand, or actually doesn't even know who he is, Chris Gore. I saw him earlier today, and he was talking about how bad the Academy Awards are going to be this year because they haven't had anything good come out. They said if they had any brains at all, the Academy would go out right now and hire Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman to host the Academy Awards.
Yeah, that's the only
just
thing
to have those two on it, just to get people to watch. He said that's what.
And they got to play Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. What? Wait, what is that? Knock.
They got to play Barbara Streisand.
Okay.
If you're gonna have Deadpool Wolverine, you gotta have like some kind of like concert with Barbara Streisand.
No, you gotta go. You gotta bring NSYNC up there, and they gotta do "Bye Bye Bye" up on the stage.
Yeah, NSYNC comes in and does "Bye Bye Bye."
And then you see Hugh and Ryan come out dancing with NSYNC. That would get people to tune in. See,
But anyway,
I'm a fucking genius right there.
Yeah,
well, I thought you would have been against NSYNC, because they were all for
Dude,
Kamala.
the song in the movie, motherfucker. Come on.
What's the NSYNC or what's the Backstreet Boys?
Oh, Backstreet Boys, whatever.
They're
go. All the same.
Okay, so Knock did some homework this week. Now, you guys in the chat, go ahead and give him ideas for movies with a war as the backdrop. It doesn't have to be a war movie. It could be a love story. It could be a comedy.
No anime and no submarines.
No anime, no submarines. He's seen enough damn submarine movies. I disagree. There's Joker 2.
True.
Martin, you were just trolling me. I know you're.
That was a huge troll.
I'm one of the few people that thought that was going to be good, paid good money to go see it, and was fucking totally pissed.
You go back to when we talked about it in March, and it was all joke and think about.
Yeah, let the record stand.
I thought that Deadpool and Wolverine and Joker 2 would be the $2 billion movies this year.
I was against Joker 2, and I was right.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, the first one, okay, he says War of the Roses. Now, war's in the title, but that has nothing to do with a war. Well, I mean, if you consider divorce a war, But,
yeah.
But anyway, the first one he took a look at is Last of the Mohicans, one of the ones I picked out for him. So it's a very early movie by Michael Mann, who's turned out to be a great film director. What did you think of this one, Knock?
I've mentioned it before. One of my favorite movies growing up was The 13th Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, my regret is not seeing this when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because it probably would have been on that same level for me.
Right.
It's a long movie, that's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. I mean, it's only 2 hours, but it feels like a really long movie. But, yeah, it's a little dated, but I don't know. I would have really, like I said, like 13th Warrior, Patriot, Patriot with Mel Gibson and that kind of vibe. It's just, yeah, I would have liked this as a kid for sure. It was a good movie.
Yeah. The thing I loved about it was the soundtrack was awesome. And I don't know, all the performances were great. I love the story and everything. I really dug it. One of my favorite scenes is when they're coming up through the woods on the fort where the father of the girls is, and they're trying to get him there, and you see what's going on at the fort. It's under siege, and they're taking fire and everything, and it just lights up the night sky in a way that only lightning would do, and it's really neat. Some of the visuals he got in that movie. He's a really visual filmmaker, and you saw that a lot in this film right here. The waterfall scene, all of that stuff was really cool stuff.
I was shocked by the ending. I was expecting the dad to die, but it was the brother and the new girlfriend. So
that sucked. Yeah.
I was fine with it. I thought I thought the dad died. I knew someone was going to get sacrificed. They always do in
Yeah.
these movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually the older guy because they want the new generation to take the
Right, but that was the whole
mantle and
point.
stuff
It was the last of the Mohicans. He was it. Yeah, and that it was over from
which
there.
is why you
right?
thought he would be the one that died, but no, he didn't.
Mhm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Joe.
Jed, what'd you think of this one?
Oh, it was awesome. Like when I went to go see it in the theater, it was just
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, this is a movie. So yeah.
Soul says 13th Warrior is underrated but good, like Valhalla Rising.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love 13th Warrior. I think it's one of the best movies ever made.
13th Warrior is pretty good. Yeah,
I'm a huge Antonio Banderas fan. I think he's one of the most underrated actors there is. But
if I remember right, it's based on the Michael Crichton book, Eater of the
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's John. You said that last time we mentioned.
Yeah,
John.
We get it. It's based off a book. We all know.
Okay.
A lot of movies.
All great movies are based on a book.
I'm giving you a hard time.
So was this one.
Yeah.
Speaking of this one, John, what did you think of this one when you saw it?
That's a good movie. Yeah. I like I said, my favorite scene is when he's going into he's rushing to try and save her, and just everybody's getting in his way, and then they're no longer in his way anymore.
Yeah, right.
And it has a beautiful soundtrack on it too.
Oh, yeah.
It does. Yeah. It does. One of my favorite wrestlers uses the theme song played on an electric guitar.
Yeah.
As his entrance music. And it's awesome. It really is badass. I mean, the visuals in this are so great. Even the deer hunting scene at the beginning of it, where they're running through the woods hunting the deer, it's freaking awesome, man. It's great stuff. Okay. Next one he did was a comedy. I think John, this was one of the massive lists that John gave him. Or this might have been Jed that gave him to him. I'm not sure. Down Periscope.
Yeah, I gave him that.
Okay.
That was me.
There you go. This one stars Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer.
What'd you think of this one, Big Daddy?
It's got Lauren Hardy and Rob Schneider in it too. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. I actually saw the ending of this movie on TV, I think a year or two ago.
Yeah.
I never watched the whole thing, but I remember seeing the ending of it and thought it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I like this movie is because they start out with being a screw up kind of guy, but he takes on the leadership position that I hope someday I can mimic. So where he does this thing where he gives his people the opportunity to succeed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like he does with Emily, the young lieutenant or whatever.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like he gives them an opportunity to succeed. He sets them up for it and gives them a chance. And that's one of those. I really liked his character because of that. Like the things that he did stuff like that. So and then it was a pretty funny movie. You had a bunch of funny characters in it. Rob Schneider being the hard ass, and they eventually get him captain, and eventually throw him off into a fishing boat or whatever, and stuff like that. And so,
and then when they put Lauren in there, when they put Lauren Holly in there, she was put in there to like sabotage it, and she even turned out helping him.
So. I don't remember that being a case for her at all.
Soul
That's not in
Assassin
the
asks
story.
if you've seen McHale's Navy. Don't know if he's seen it or not.
I actually like Down Periscope more than McHale's Navy on it.
Well, I mean, both of them have been made a couple of times.
Yeah, well, it's
so.
Yeah, so.
But anyway,
good movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Knox.
The next one, brothers and sisters. I can't believe Knock hadn't seen this before, but I got to know what he thought of one of the campiest, greatest movies of all time. You want to talk about a cool soundtrack? Lord Wayne does this one. Flash Gordon.
One of my all-time top 5 movies.
I'm telling you, man.
Tell
us what you thought of this one, Knock.
I kept waiting for him to get his powers, so I guess I was waiting the whole movie. I enjoy that scene right there that they have in the trailer was pretty good. The way he's like, Flash Gordon, New York Jets quarterback.
That's right.
And then he just starts playing football, and it just cracked me up. I don't know. It was definitely a campy movie. I kind of lost interest near the end, but it was fine. Like I said, I just kept. Is he gonna get powers? I didn't even know. Is he even gonna get powers? It's just a parody of Flash Gordon.
Well, it was the point was he was a normal guy that rose up against the odds. That was basically it.
Yeah, that's all that story is.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
all it ever
normal
has
guy
been.
that took on.
Soul Assassin points out a true thing here. Just think, this is the movie that Lucas wanted to make, but couldn't.
Yes.
So he made Star Wars. Now,
yes.
If you don't get what he's talking about there, this actually, the first movies of Flash Gordon were serials that they showed on Saturday afternoons at theaters. They were kind of like early television shows.
And they had Buster Crabbe in it, too.
Right. And they had cliffhanger endings. You had to come back next Saturday to see the next one, and so on and so forth. And that's what George Lucas grew up on, and he wanted to make this movie, and he just couldn't do it, and that's why he ended up making Star Wars. I think we're all better off for him not making it.
Yes, because we had two good movies
instead of just one, right?
One, yeah.
But yeah, Knock, I guarantee you everybody on this panel except for you had the soundtrack of this.
Oh, dude, I have the vinyl from when it first came out. Yeah.
It had a yellow cover on it, and it had the Flash Gordon logo that's right here on the poster. And I don't think it was straight at you. I think it was diagonal kind of.
I have the poster, I have the VHS, I have my DVD, and I have the vinyl, and I have the big poster still.
Still have that soundtrack
when it comes out.
Yeah, yeah, man,
dude, this is like one of my top 5 movies. Top 10, 5.
And it gives you a new appreciation for Ted, doesn't it? No.
Yeah.
Ted.
He's never seen Ted. Have you ever seen Ted?
You've never seen Ted?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. With a little bear, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
That was him later on.
That's Sam Jones that they're partying with.
That's Sam Jones later on.
No, I get it. Yeah, I know it's the same guy. Yes, I am aware.
Dude, but I mean, when that part happened, Joe, I was like, oh my gosh, I yelled, Flash!
Yeah, the guy that plays the leader of the Hawkmen, man, he's awesome.
Brian Blessed.
R.I.P., brother. You know.
Oh, man. But anyway, great movie. Love it, man. I mean, it's campy as shit. It is. But look, you've got to give it to the soundtrack and the set, the production department that did the set design and everything. Wow, they went over the top. This is
everything.
De Laurentiis pulling out his wallet like he's known to do, like with Dune and this movie. You know, they spared no expense on the sets in this thing for sure.
And everybody was casted so perfectly too.
Yeah, they were.
Like it's just
right down to Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
Dude,
and he was the Baron from the comics too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was just like, you literally had.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you literally have the comic book on the screen in a movie. It's basically the whole comic, and I'm like, just update it a tiny bit. You know.
Yep.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
I thought I missed something, so I checked. Brian Blessed is not dead.
Oh, I thought he passed away.
No, he's not. He didn't.
What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching?
Yeah. Oh, rocket fire! Operation Ajax! Operation fire!
Yeah, some of us can quote that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one he did was considered one of the greatest action movies of all time. It's called Das Boot. It's called The Boat in English, but in the did you watch it? Did you watch it with subtitles, or do they have one that's English?
I did subtitles.
Okay, yeah,
I do subtitles too.
This movie is supposed to be one of the tensest movies ever seen. I've never seen it, so I don't know. I do know Wolfgang Peterson is also the guy that made Air Force One, and I dig that movie, so I'm sure I would dig this one. But anyway, what did you think of Das Boot? There,
no, it's definitely a must see war movie from World War II. I would definitely put it on that list of must see for war. It's such an intense, because what they're doing is they're the reason why it's so intense is because they literally can't make a sound.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're being pinged all the time, like throughout like
Yeah.
half the movie. They're just trying to stay away from depth charges, like, and so that's why it's so intense, because if they sneezed, they would get bombed. So I mean that's pretty freaking intense.
Yeah, it
So
is.
and then they're out in sea for so long. That's, oh my God, those little cabins that they sleep in. I'm
Uh,
not a crazy amount of claustrophobic, but I would get claustrophobic from those fucking
Wouldn't
things.
you
Like,
though?
those
like
are
a
hot
coffin.
racks.
It's
Yeah.
just, oh man, it's one of the reasons why
Submariners are a
I'll never
different
go
breed,
cave.
dude. They
What is
are.
it? Cave?
Ugh.
What do they call it? Cave. Whatever, exploring or whatever. Like, nope.
Spelunking.
Splunking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never do that shit. I ain't getting stuck in no cave. Nah. As soon as I see like a video about it, I'm like, nope, pass. But no, it was a good movie.
it had the impact that they wanted with you then, huh? Pretty intense.
No, it was a
movie, huh?
good movie. It was very telling. I always like seeing the other side of things. When they start laughing at at certain things, and the
So
things that
it's
they enjoy.
realistic on top of
It's
everything
just
else.
kind of
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Jed, have you seen this one?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your opinion of this one?
Oh, the movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Like he said, it's the suspense that gets you, because they literally can't say anything. I can't. Don't knocks at it.
There you go.
Like what I was about to say. So.
John, is this on your list?
Yeah, I'm the one that suggested it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That
That's
was.
right.
I think this is one of the ones John gave him.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to see another Subs movie, but the rest of the panel, have you seen U571? No, I have not.
I've seen that one too.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I'm not against all sub movies. I just didn't want another sub movie.
He didn't want another one. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen U571.
Well, this is the definitive submarine movie.
Right.
Yeah, this is the measuring stick from what I understand.
Right here.
And then Down Periscope was just a somewhat not really comedy. I mean, it was humorous, but more slapstick.
It's a spoof.
So that one made sense. I don't want any more for this month. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I got different movies for you this time.
I've still got the rest of my list. So.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of really
relax.
good ones,
Relax. We'll get to that when we're done with the reviews. He's got a couple more here. Martin says, I am a submarine head. Yeah. Well,
the proper term is bubblehead.
Yeah, bubblehead. There you go. The last one he's got here is 1917.
No, there's one more.
Is there one more? Okay. All right. I must have missed one of them. He'll tell me what it is, though.
I will.
1917. This is the one
that
takes place in World War One, and apparently
you had it at one point. Sorry, I mean keep cutting out.
I must have clicked it, gotten rid of it.
That might have been the one you exited out of by accident earlier.
Okay, well I'll find it. I've got your list. But 1917. This is the one that apparently is shot all with one fucking static shot, the whole time. And I mean, I'm sure they CGI blend it together. I'm sure somehow, but. This, first of all, I got to tell you, World War One is not my favorite subject matter. It really isn't.
No, it isn't.
I'm just not. Everybody raves about All Quiet on the Western Front and all that stuff. And I was really, when they said Wonder Woman was going to be put in the World War One, I was like, oh God, what a dreary, drab place this is going to be. It's just such a brutal war. That war right there is just so fucking brutal. But anyway, tell us your thoughts on this one, 1917. It's got a great cast. I love Fassbender, and Cumberbatch is in it, right?
Yeah.
So, tell us what you thought of this one, Knock.
This one I'd actually already seen before,
okay,
some time ago. So it actually wasn't a new movie for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't remember what it was, and but as soon as I got into it, it was, I remembered pretty much everything. So I mean, it was fine. I agree. World War One's not really the war I tend to pay attention to the most. Is I think I guess I don't know no better way to say it, but the popular war is World War II. That's the clear cut good and evil in that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So, no, I mean it was fine. It was a little long for me. I I don't know. I need some shorter movies, guys.
Yeah, they're getting a little long for
These
them,
2-hour ones are killing me, man. I need some. I need to go back to Godzilla for a little while because those are all hour 20 minutes. And
I got some good ones that are an hour and a half or so. Okay.
But yeah.
But the last one, Joe, was Kingdom of
I got
Heaven.
it. I got it right here.
All right.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm fixing to pop it up there right now. And it is probably, other than Lord of the Rings, my favorite thing that Orlando Bloom has done. And I want to say this is the last, as far, in my opinion, now this is just my opinion, it's the last good movie that Ridley Scott's made, and that's Kingdom of Heaven.
Wait, what year did? Wait, let me see. What year did this come out?
The year,
yeah, Joe, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, this one is from 2005. Shortly after this one, he made that remake of the Ten Commandments. What was it called?
And it was terrible.
Gods and Monsters or some shit like that.
Terrible.
I can't remember the title.
Martin, what's up?
But yeah, use 1.5 speed knock.
No, only DJs use that shit. You know.
No, that's not what he's laughing at, Jim.
Soul Assassin says, dude, World War I had some crazy events. Those were some real badass men.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but I mean, it's just most of the stories about it's just depressing as fuck, man. It just really is.
At least
there's a documentary on how they made it. It looked like one shot, very entertaining. Yeah, I'm sure the technical stuff is very.
The one I was talking about is this one. That's what I was going on about. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're saying Orlando Bloom.
He's
done his Katy Perry.
That's right. He tapped that ass.
Kingdom of Heaven is really good. Like I said, he came out with that remake of the Ten Commandments after this, which you should never remake the Ten Commandments.
Nah, bro, that's like remaking Flash Gordon or Back to the Future or something.
Right, just dumb to do that. But yeah, tell us what you thought of this one, Knock. Kingdom of Heaven. By the way, if you guys don't know the subject matter of this, it's all about Jerusalem and the defense of the city against the Moors. Go ahead.
Well, speaking of very long movies,
yeah, this one is
hours. I honestly, and Soul Assassin, I thought Troy was pretty great too. I thought this was basically Troy. I mean,
right.
To me, it was just another Troy. It's fine. I'll probably not watch it again. It was okay. You had Liam Neeson just show up randomly, and it was like, just come join me. All right, fine, okay. And then they do the same thing at the end to kind of come around full circle. But
it
was fine. Not my favorite movie. Like I said, eventually some of these movies, it's just like, man, can this be over already? Like, I need some shorter movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some shorter ones for you.
Director's cut. I imagine that one's even longer. You know,
right?
That makes me not want to watch it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I enjoyed this one. I like the king. I love Jeremy Irons as the sheriff of fucking Israel, man. I think he's awesome. I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, but he's done a lot better stuff, no doubt. But I really think this is the last good thing he's made. I'm not even looking forward to seeing Gladiator 2.
I'm not going to watch that. Yeah, I'm just not going to watch it.
I
don't want to.
You can tell us all about it. You can spoil it for me
go
if you
see it.
want to.
Yeah.
Had Eva Green, man. Who wouldn't go on a crusade for her, right? Yeah. Oh shit. But anyway, okay. So, what movies do you have for him this week? Starting with Jed.
Okay,
what do we got for him?
I'm gonna come out with a banger. Okay,
right
off the bat. And I think you're going to agree with this one, Joe. Have you ever seen MASH, Knock?
I believe we gave him that one.
I don't. I
think that was on the. No. I think it was on the knock list a while ago.
Yeah, it was. It was a knock.
It was okay.
I believe that was a knock list one.
Have you ever seen MASH, Knock?
It was on the list, but I guess it didn't.
It didn't. I didn't think he did it. Yeah.
No, he did it. I think didn't you watch that last year, man?
I'm clearly not understanding the title. MASH to me is
hang on, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay. MASH. I'm hearing MASH. Okay, so no, I never saw that. No.
Okay, Joey, I know you're going to agree with me.
Yes, I will agree with him. You need to watch this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, do I need to if I've seen the TV show? I mean, it looks exactly the same.
This is where the TV show came from.
Yeah, this is where the TV show came from.
This is the original characters that the TV show is based on. It's Robert Altman's classic film. Takes place in Korea. It's just like the TV show. The only thing is it's got different actors playing the parts, and you'll love it because there's a football game in it.
Yeah, there is.
It's funny as fuck, dude.
Yeah. The thing I want
2 hours long, apparently. Just so
it's
much for
2
being
hours
short.
long.
No, it's an hour and 56 minutes. It's not 2 hours.
Oh, thanks, Jed. Oh my God, thank God. Four minutes.
The ones I have are
I
about
swear
an
to
hour
God.
and a half to like an hour
Swear
and
to God.
50 minutes. I made sure because he's like, I don't want no more 2 hour movie.
Okay, hang on. We gotta have a consensus.
Okay.
I call this S tier. I know
call it
Jed does.
S-tier.
Do you,
Yeah.
John? Do you call it S tier?
Well, this isn't the knock list. It doesn't
I
have
know.
to necessarily be
Okay.
last year.
Huh? What'd you say, John?
Hi.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's
See,
good.
Gridiron
but-
Master says,
Okay, John, answer me this. If I'm a fan of the show, should I watch this?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Absolutely. Actually.
Okay. And do you want me to put another one out?
Well, all right, one more. Sure.
Okay.
Because if I let you go, you'll keep doing it.
Oh,
And John has a list ready to go.
Oh, I just
Go, man.
have you ever seen Top Secret, Knock?
That doesn't. That's
It-
kind of
it's-
skirting the war thing.
Well, okay,
That's
if you
about
want,
spies.
yeah. Well, if you don't want that, then I have 1941.
Okay,
with
that's
Belushi.
yeah, it's kind of a war.
1941 is pretty funny.
Yeah, I think Knock would like that.
And it actually has something to do with the
With the Steven
hysteria.
Spielberg.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's a really good
1941.
I
movie.
don't know if I've seen that one.
Okay.
Or not Dom DeLuise. It was the first movie that it wasn't a featured part, but he showed up in all the trailers because he was a hot commodity at the time. John
Here,
Belushi is in
I'll
that
put
movie
it up. Yeah,
as a fighter
Belushi's
pilot.
in it.
Um,
I'm trying.
Hang on one second. Let's
I have
see.
it saved here. Yeah, here I got
no,
it.
I got you.
Okay.
I've got my IMDb up,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
It's not
I
hard
was
for me to
like, wait a
type
second, I
in 4
had it.
numbers. Oh man, I just saw Ned Beatty's face. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
dude,
love Ned Beatty.
1941.
1941. What's
It's
this?
under 2 hours.
It's a comedy. Yeah, listen to this. Under 2 hours. It's
you,
2
you suck,
minutes.
Jed. You suck.
He didn't want
No,
to.
no, it's under 2
You
hours.
suck.
It's under 2 hours.
Oh god, man. But anyway, Steven Spielberg made it, and it has to do with real hysteria on the West Coast that the Japanese, after Pearl Harbor, were going to attack the West Coast.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. And my God, it's crazy.
Look up the
man.
Battle of Los Angeles.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
Battle of
so.
Los
This
Angeles,
movie is
no doubt.
hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Like I came out with some bangers this week. MASH in 1941.
You go, man. You go.
Yeah.
Okay, John, what you got for him?
First one is Enemy Mine.
Enemy Mine.
Mm,
Yes,
that was on my
does
list.
have a
I was
war
gonna
movie
put that
backdrop.
in there.
And it's
John
right
had-
in his wheelhouse. That is
Yeah.
a sci-fi movie. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Let me pull that up real quick.
I told you I'd have more sci-fi for you. In fact,
Yeah,
everything I have left on my
absolutely.
is sci-fi.
Have you ever seen that one, Knock?
Dennis Quaid. Oh,
Dennis
Dude, it's a good
Quaid.
movie.
Lou Gossett Jr.
Lou Gossett Jr. And
Yeah, awesome.
it's all about a human and an alien that are their species are at war with each other, and they crash land on the same planet. You have to survive. It is fucking great.
Okay.
Enemy Mine is one of the best movies you'll ever see, man.
The night that this came out, they were giving away the Enemy Mine posters, and I still have it to this day.
Yeah, the poster is pretty cool.
Yeah,
It
the
really-
poster's fucking cool.
If you guys at home haven't seen this movie, it's one of the best
Okay.
ones.
Yeah. No. This is perfect. Yeah. This is what we're looking
This
for.
was, I was going to give you this one too if they would have let me. But yeah, me and John had the same wavelength there.
Enemy Mine, absolutely awesome choice. Martin says, yeah.
And it's
I'll
less
tell
than
you.
an hour and 50 minutes, which is better than anything Jet did.
There you go. 10 minutes shaved off.
You
with-
watched
actually,
it for 2 hours.
1 hour and 48.
But-
I said
according to my
closer
screen,
to an hour
buddy.
and a half, and you did.
We're pulling out the bangers this week.
Well,
Man.
this is
Come
Dennis
on.
Quaid when he was extremely
Yeah.
young, and you'll never, I mean, kind of like Colin Farrell in the Penguin makeup, you won't recognize Lou Gossett Jr.
Yeah, you
You won't recognize him at all as the alien, his voice or anything. You really won't hear it. It's totally engrossing, man. It's really cool. It's good stuff. Yeah, that's right in your wheelhouse right there.
Yeah.
What's the next one, John?
Last Starfighter.
Boo! Yeah, this was the other one on my list I was going to give him. Me and John got on the same wavelength this week.
One of the first uses of CGI in a movie.
Yes.
Let's see.
Along with
Starfighter.
Tron.
Have you ever seen that one, buddy? You ever seen the last one?
I don't think so.
Oh,
It's
that's another
awesome.
one right up your alley.
Yeah,
It's
I
from
saw this the first night.
1984. And you
Yeah.
know what, guys? She wasn't in much stuff, but the girl that plays the girlfriend in this is
Oh.
a babe. I love this
Yes.
chick.
Isn't it? Wait. I forgot what her name was.
We're getting
But
closer
not-
to the hour and a half. You do.
Hour and 40 minutes.
But not
we're getting
this.
there.
This may be your favorite one out of everything they've given it to you this week, because this is about a guy that plays a video game and gets recruited into a war
Yeah.
on the other side of the galaxy.
Awesome movie.
It is fucking
Oh,
fantastic.
so Stargate Universe. Got it. Okay. That's basically how
Right,
that
but
starts.
dude, it is
Not
great.
quite.
It's basically how it
Um,
starts.
Let's see.
But it's
Bjorn says Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. It's a war adjacent movie. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I
fit in
would
there.
say that's a war, Jason. yeah.
Let's see. Good one, Bjorn. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, actually, that one's based on the Destroyer dime novels.
Yeah,
My dad collected those, and yeah, well, I'll pull that one up here in a minute for you. But Last Starfighter, the guys you're not going to forget are, well, I can't even remember the character's name. We'll pull it up here in a second. But this guy is fantastic. What is his name? Yeah, Robert Preston. He was in a bunch of movies, including which one was it? Oklahoma. He was in the musical.
I think so, yeah.
And back in the 50s. Victor Victoria is probably his most well-known movie. You know,
Yeah.
the Blake
His
Edwards
name's
classic.
Centauri.
But yeah, he plays Centauri, the recruiter.
Yeah.
And the rest of the cast, dude, you're gonna love this movie.
This
I know you
movie's
love
fucking
sci-fi
awesome.
stuff. You will love it, man. The guy that's helping him out is Navigator and Weapons Guy. This dude is
Yeah.
great. Yeah, that's a great movie. And where is the girl? I'm a
Hey,
love
Soul,
with the
some of
chick.
those like MASH and then like the other one, 1941 had some really spicy shit in it too.
Yeah,
They-
Catherine Mary
those-
Stewart.
Yeah. She was
This is-
hot as fuck back
She
in the day.
was, man. She had
Dude,
the dark
especially in
black
this
hair, though.
movie. Yeah, in this movie, she
Yeah.
was a babe.
She was a babe.
Yeah.
But anyway, definitely check that out. You're gonna dig those last two that gave you, Enemy Mine and Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
You're gonna dig both of those.
Dude, he has a banging lineup this
Yeah,
week.
he does. What else
MASH,
is out there,
1941,
John?
Enemy Mine, and this.
I got two more for him because one
Okay.
of them I have to drop off because it's technically animated. He doesn't want animated. Although
Yeah,
it's
he
stop
doesn't want
motion
animated
animation,
stuff.
it's not regular animation. But,
Right.
The Tomorrow War.
The Tomorrow War.
Okay.
He's probably seen that one.
Have you seen that?
Is that the new one with Chris Pratt?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. I got bored.
Okay. You got bored.
I did try.
All right.
I just
And the
wasn't
last
in the mood
one
for it.
is Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh, brother.
That is a Roger Corman classic. Yes.
Oh, brother. Yeah, my brother. Yeah.
Battle Beyond the Stars. It's actually, well, you just watched that recently, man, within the last year or so. It's
Did you see-
basically Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
What it is. It's
No,
just
it's
another
not.
retelling of the Seven Samurai, man.
It's fucking awesome now.
It's good. It's really, really good. First of all, it's made by a movie director that was known for shaving production costs.
Yeah.
But it those of us that love the genre of like Star Wars and stuff like that, we do dig this one, man. It's pretty
this
good.
came out the same year as Flash Gordon. We were eating good that year.
Yeah. Yeah, we were doing well at the theater that year.
We were doing good in the 80s, man.
Yeah, it's about a guy that's trying to recruit a bunch of fighters to help defend his world. And the ship, it looks like it has either testicles or tits hanging on the bottom of it.
No, it's Nell. It's their tits. It's Nell.
It's
female
tits,
tit.
man. Yeah, it's
okay.
Tits. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just.
We've always said it's tits. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, Robert Vaughn. I always remember Robert Vaughn from this movie. He's one of the guys that they go get.
Played the same character that he played in the Magnificent Seven.
Right. Yeah. And George Papard basically plays his role from A-Team.
Yeah. Space Cowboy.
So, yeah, that was pretty good. Of the 3 sci-fi ones we have back to back to back here, I'd put that at the bottom of the list right here. This one. But it's still good. It's
still
a
good
movie.
knock.
Yeah. It's a good.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. It's a good flick. It's a good flick.
Damn, we came out with some bangers this week, bro.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Let's see. Remo Williams. Let me pull that one up for him real quick.
Yeah.
We'll see if it now.
It's funny. All of the last remaining Halloween movies we put together were like in the 30s, and now we're now in like the late 70s and early 80s.
That's when all the good stuff came out, bro.
What's funny is for the longest time I didn't watch anything that was in the 80s, at least the early 80s.
Yeah.
I hate the 80s.
You're getting a bunch of them from the 80s.
I hate 80s music. I hate 80s hairdo. I hate everything. I hate everything about I hate the music from the 80s. I hate everything about the 80s.
Soul Assassin, I have heard this. There are plans to remake Enemy Mine, but they shouldn't.
No, that's one
it's
movie.
It's a perfect movie. They should not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They should not.
There's some people that say they shouldn't remake Barbarella. So
Yeah, I mean,
the more I start hearing about it, the more I'm fearful of that movie now. Yeah,
this one right here, Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. It's kind of I don't know, what do you think? This is kind of like the Karate Kid meets Jason Bourne, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's. Like I said, it's based on a series of novels about an assassin, and his whole deal is he kills without weapons and makes it look like an accident.
Yeah.
And in this is the origin movie of him, and what makes this movie so worth watching is his tutor, his teacher, played by Joel Grey, who was not in many movies ever. He was a Broadway guy, kind of like Hugh Jackman was. Yeah. But if you've ever seen Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze or Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his daughter, I forget her first name, but that's his daughter that's in those movies. The girl with the big nose that's in that Baby. You don't put Baby in the corner. That's his daughter. But he plays Chun, Master of Sinanju, in this movie. He plays an Asian character, and my God, you will laugh your ass off. That guy he's got the greatest fucking dry wit in the whole fucking, dude, you will not forget Chun, the Master of Sinanju. You will not ever forget that guy. I don't know how he wasn't nominated for an Academy Award, even though it wasn't an Academy Award worthy movie. How in the fuck was he not nominated for this flick? It's kind of like I always say Jackie Gleason should have been nominated for an Academy Award for playing Buford T. Justice and Smokey the Bandit, I mean, there's certain characters, when they're brought to life on the screen, they should be automatically, nominated at least. And this guy, you will not forget. Chun is something else, man. He's something else. But this is a good one to add to your list right here. If you think that fits into the war genre, because he is dealing with people in the military through half of the movie. It's all about a military contractor, isn't it, guys, that they're dealing with? And the poster you see here, they were actually doing renovations to the Statue of Liberty, and one of the scenes has to do with him running from people trying to kill him on the scaffolding on the superstructure of the Statue of Liberty. That's probably the scene people remember the most from this movie. So, yeah, that's a good one. I would definitely recommend that one. I don't know if I'd put it in the war version of things, but like I said, they are dealing with a military contractor and dealing with the military a lot, this flick. So, so yeah, check that one out, man. If you think that fits into something you'd like to see. But if you do watch it, you'll never forget Chun. I need to get some Chun clips to put on here because Chun is something else. Soul Assassin says, dude, you need to see the I Love 80s TV show. It's a hell of a decade. Yeah, it is.
I'm good.
We loved all that stuff. They were nominated for makeup. Yeah, I imagine they were, because he does not look like a white man at all. They did a great job making him look like an Asian dude.
This movie's problematic now. So,
it's a Cold War movie. Yeah, Bjorn, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, that's a Cold War movie. Okay, so we don't really have much time left tonight, but I want you to be thinking about, and we will officially call a meeting of the Mojo Dojo Casa House next week. Okay. But all this talk I've been hearing about, the seething over the election and all this good stuff and how, look, I don't know what's going to be up for Academy Awards this year, because there just hasn't been any really good movies come out this year. We're almost at the end of the year, and the good stuff that I have seen is very niche. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, hell, I went and saw Saturday Night, and it was a great movie, but God, nobody went to see it, because most of the people that enjoyed that stuff,
it's already on
don't go to the movies anymore,
Saturday Night's already on streaming.
Yeah, it's already on streaming. You can check it out now. But yeah, I mean, it's either, they either knock it out of the park or nobody goes. There's no in between now, Yeah. I mean, just look at what happened this week in the box office numbers. Venom for the third week was the number one movie, and we had two new movies come out, and they couldn't beat it. And it started dropping off drastically. So
the only movie that probably will get awards this year is Deadpool and Wolverine if they added them in there. Like,
Wicked's going to get a lot.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be up for anything, but it might get some special effects stuff. But
yeah, that's
Wicked's going to get best makeup.
Oh, Wicked will be up for a bunch of stuff now.
Oh yeah, because
it's going to be music and all production. That's going to be up for a bunch of shit. Nosferatu is I think Nosferatu is the biggest movie going down the stretch.
It looks really good, and
it looks really good, but why are they putting a vampire movie out in fucking Christmas time?
They were trying to do it during October, and they had to push it forwards.
Well, they failed.
Yeah, they failed.
What's up, John? What were you going to
say? They pushed it back. Instead of pushing it to next year, they pushed it to December, so it's in Oscar season.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like the wrong time for a vampire movie. I'm not going to be able to sell my wife on going to see a fucking vampire movie on Christmas Day.
Can we normalize putting out movies in the proper season?
Right? Yeah. I'm hoping Nosferatu gets a lot of views. It looks really good. Yeah, it does, man. It does look really good. I'm a fan of the vampire genre, so I'm definitely going to see it. We have a tradition in my house. We go see a movie on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to see that on Christmas Day. There's no way my wife's going for that.
Gonna be intense.
She likes vampire movies just like I do, but not on Christmas Day.
I've heard that movie is kind of intense too.
I don't know if I'll ever do the Christmas Day movie ever again. The last time I tried to do a Christmas movie was when they did the theater and streaming dual release of Wonder Woman 1984, and that was awful.
That was awful.
My nieces and nephews at that time left within the first half hour to go do other stuff. That's how bored they were of that fucking movie, and it was my God, that was the worst.
The one I went and saw that season was Matrix 4. That was
bro, that was
terrible. I went and saw Matrix 4.
Wasn't much better either.
It's a crime what they did to Maxwell Lord.
It was absolutely horrible.
Especially what they did to Neo,
what a useless movie.
It was. Yeah. I was like, wow. You
They
really
cut
should bet
Neo's
him.
balls off.
just cut and paste from all the other movies.
So
and just
wait a
make that
minute.
into a movie.
Yeah, right. You know, I'm like, what in the fuck are you
There was
doing?
no original thought at all in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it was just,
See, that's what I
Jesus.
think Gladiator 2 is going to be. They're going to be cutting and pasting all kinds of shit in that
Yeah.
movie.
I don't think it's going to be that extent, but we'll see.
I do. Believe me.
I will let you know. I plan
I'm
to.
sure you will.
Hey, I have a question.
I'm
Are we
doing a
gonna
double
have
feature.
more movies for next week?
Yeah, it's all month long. We're gonna
Okay,
gonna run it next week, but that next week's the last week. Because
Okay, so I already
then we roll
have
over
a
to a
few
new
on the
month,
list
and
for next week.
what we'll do next week when we have the meeting of the Mojo Dojo Casa House production company, and we got on a tangent there talking about the flicks that were coming out and things. I want to hear your ideas about how to fix Hollywood. The first thing I thought of today, you know what I thought of? Imagine Taylor Sheridan doing a Star Wars movie, the way he writes drama.
No. I got something that would fit him. Taylor Sheridan doing Jonah Hex.
There you go. That'd be good.
That would
fit him
too.
better, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would.
Fit him better than doing Star Wars.
Yeah.
I can solve Hollywood's problems with this video
This video
that I'm sharing.
that you're sharing,
Dude, no.
Okay.
You have
take off and
hang on,
entire sight from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
He wants to nuke the entire site from orbit.
Yeah.
Well, look, they got to do something, man.
You either have Taylor Sheridan do a Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, old school, the old school.
I'm
Ghost
just
Rider
saying,
on the
there's
horse,
talented guys out
or
there
Jonah
that can
Hex.
do this stuff.
Yeah.
That can do this stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Didn't they do Star Wars sequels around Christmas too? Not
Hook
to
came
track-
out during Christmas, but that
not a
wasn't
good
sequel.
track record with Christmas releases.
Hook
Star
actually
Wars
did good.
sequels? What? The Disney trilogy came out.
I think they were in December. Yeah.
I think they
mean,
were in December. But
I mean-
the prequels and the original trilogy were all came out in May.
Yeah,
they
summer
came out in
movies.
May. They always did. It was like the first week of May almost every time. Question: Acolyte or Matrix 4? Who did Trinity worse?
Oh, definitely Acolyte.
Oh man,
Definitely Acolyte.
It's got to be the Acolyte. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they made her the one in Matrix 4. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
man? Yeah. The person they trashed in that movie wasn't her. It was fucking Neo.
Yeah. They cut his balls off in that
Right.
movie, basically. Yeah.
Jonah Hex would be a baller. Yeah.
Dude,
it
Taylor
would be.
Sheridan doing
Yep.
Jonah Hex.
Gunslinger Spawn miniseries by Taylor. I think he's saying Tyler. He said Tyler.
By Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. There you go. There you go.
We need to go get some gunslingers. You hear me, girl?
man.
Battles the TV series by Tyler Perry. Yes.
Oh man.
I watched that, by the way.
That would be a car wreck and a half.
Medea's OK Corral.
I know.
But anyway, be thinking about that. We'll have a production meeting as soon as we have time at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, okay. Any final words for this week in the pop culture universe?
No.
I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I saw the trailer for it. We
I
didn't have
have
time
a
to show it
theory.
today,
They're gonna-
but it has dropped. Go look it up.
I have
well,
a theory. They're going to kill Tom off in the final movie.
I'd like to see that happen.
Yeah.
I would.
I have a theory.
And not because I don't like Tom. I
Yeah.
would look, go watch the trailer. He's
Yeah.
starting to look old.
They're going to kill
He's still
him
running
off.
like a motherfucker. He's running like a
man.
motherfucker.
But I
So-
have this theory they're going to kill him off.
Two shows I want to watch is Tulsa King and the one that just ended this last weekend, Penguin.
Penguin, yeah.
It
now,
just ended,
Dude,
so I'm gonna binge watch the shit out of that one.
Penguin, oh my god.
guys, listen. I would really like to get everybody's thoughts on the Penguin, but I want to give you a couple of weeks to do it. We'll do it the first week of December. Okay, so
Wait, that's
fit that into your plans.
Isn't that like Christmas stuff by then?
It's
Well, we're gonna talk
the
about
first
it,
week
but
in
it's-
December. Dude, it's only a couple of weeks away.
I know, but
I'm just
Penguin-
saying I want to spread it out so you're not sitting
Okay.
there for fucking 10 hours watching the Penguin.
I already
know?
seen it.
I understand you have.
Good
but some of us
fucking for you,
haven't.
Jed. Jesus, I haven't even
Knock
started it
hasn't
yet.
seen it at all. I've only seen 2 episodes.
I haven't seen
Okay,
it.
you know, And
But I would
John
like
hasn't
to.
seen it yet. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying.
I was waiting for it to be done.
Right. He's a binge model guy, you know,
Yes.
unless it's something like, you know, some Star Wars show, he's not going to watch it every week.
Yeah, if there's heavy spoilers out there, like anything Star
There
Wars is always
is.
going to be.
There is.
No, Jed, because I've gone the whole fucking season without it. You're the only one that's discussed Penguin and about, or you talking about it.
And
I've
so there
stayed
you
away
go.
from all spoilers.
There
No,
is
Jed, I haven't seen nothing.
spoilers on that.
All right, Jed. Shush. Go ahead. Knock.
No,
Please.
well, I lost my train of thought.
Okay. That's what he's trying to avoid is spoilers.
Yeah, just don't go on X right now.
Of the trailers this week, I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts the most.
Thunderbolts had a second trailer and it looks good.
I want to see Bucky take that team out, man. I'm Team Bucky all the way right now. Oh man, come on, Bucky.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I think we can agree that Captain America, New World Order, or whatever the hell it's called.
And I'm gonna say this: Bucky should have been Captain America.
Captain America 1984, Orwellian Nightmare, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
That looks like a fucking nightmare going forward. So, okay, let's wrap this thing up, boys and girls. Thanks for everybody for being here. Thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys don't forget to go check out joesatmosphere.com and subscribe to everybody's channels here. Of course, you know you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do this pop culture show every week at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So we'll see you next time for that next week. Same time, same bat channel. Don't forget to head over to That 70s Rock Fans channel. As a matter of fact, let me grab the link real quick for his show today. Let's see. Are you serious? Okay, I was fixing to say I've got a short list with his stuff on it. You definitely want to go check out his show, which starts in about 3 minutes over on That 70s Rock Fans channel. We're doing the Black Hole over there today. So you guys come check that out. It has the first of all, it's a good science fiction movie, but it was Disney's first PG-13 movie. It was the first one that they ever made that wasn't G-rated. So
that they put under the Disney banner.
That they put under Disney. This one was by Disney. So you guys come check it out as we talk about the Black Hole. And I'm going to put the link in the chat so you guys can go check it out. Let's see. Black Hole. Type it on in here. Anyway, go check it out. It's over on That 70s Rock Fans channel as soon as we're done here, okay? And then, of course, Friday, you can see me sketching The Privateer, working on my comic book, Story of America's Pirate Patriot. I work on that for about an hour every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time, you can see everybody on this panel except for me on Game Night with John as he's playing The Tale of Two Wastelands Fallout. So you guys come check that out every Friday on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel, John Das Wolfen's channel, or Jed Revenwolf's channel. All of them are friggin' showing it. So you guys go check it out on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Sundays we're doing NFL pregame party. You guys come check out everything that has to do with college and pro football every Sunday, 2 hours before kickoff of your afternoon slate of games at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then 10 a.m. on Mondays, we do Military Monday with Gary, Anima, and Martin. I don't know who else is going to be on, and I don't know what they're doing. Martin, if you're in the chat and you know what we're doing Monday, let me know. But if you didn't see the Firefox show, go check that out. We had a good one this last Monday. It was pretty cool on Veterans Day. So you guys come check out Military Monday with Gary, Anima, and Martin on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel at 10 a.m. Central Time on Mondays. And then Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time, it's time for the brothers to hack the Matrix. And we show you everything that has to do with the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines. Brothers Hack the Matrix every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, It's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And we're going to get back into Brutal Legend and see if I can't knock that game off. I don't know. We'll see. I struggle with it sometimes when we get in the big concert friggin' parts, but I think I'm figuring it out.
I want to get the Mass Effect 2, dude.
Yeah, we need to get it done, right? So I'm going to start knocking it down. We'll do that Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Central Time, and then it's right back around here for State of the Atmosphere. So for myself and Jed Revenwolf and Knock and Das Wolfen, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. And don't forget, whether they're small, medium, or large, Titty Tuesday always is the best way to go.
And we didn't keep it under 2 hours. We can never keep it under 2 hours.
Never can keep it under 2 hours. But you know what? I can edit it. It'll be fine. You guys take it easy. We'll see you next week.